Welcome, good Yom Kippur, everybody. It's great to see all of you again, many of you and some new people. Thank you so much for the help that you have been, Shakiva, and thank you, Laurel, and we'll thank Tony and Absentia for inviting us. We're going to have our Yom Kippur service tonight. It's a very short service by comparison with most Yom Kippur services, and we have it all in front of you in the program. There's a sheet that tells you the contents, which is separate. It tells you Rosh Hashanah and it tells you Yom Kippur. So if you want to see where we are, you can find your way there. Now we're not going to do everything that's in front of you. We'll be doing some prayers in English and some prayers in Hebrew. And when we're doing them in Hebrew, you will have the English to follow in case you don't understand the Hebrew. But that's the only reason that you have it. So don't be overwhelmed by everything that's in front of you because we're going to go fairly fast. Helene is going to start with Pesikhta of Rab Kahana. She asked me if Rab Kahana was coming, and I said, no, I don't think so, because you have to go back a few centuries to do that. But we'll start with his thoughts on Yom Kippur.
The gates of repentance are always open.
The night of Yom Kippur, the Erev Yom Kippur, is also called Kol Nidre, after the prayer Kol Nidre, probably the most popular prayer of the whole year. In fact, the rabbis tried to get rid of it, and the people wouldn't let them. Kol Nidre is the prayer of people not free to make their own decisions, people forced to say what they do not mean. In repeating this prayer, we identify with the agony of our forebears who had to say yes when they meant no. Kol Nidre is also a confession. We are all transgressors, all exiled from the highest we know, all in need of the healing of forgiveness and reconciliation. For what we have done, for what we may yet do, we ask pardon. For rash words, broken pledges, insincere assurances, and foolish promises, may we find forgiveness. For transgressions against God, the Day of Atonement atones, but for transgressions of one human being against another, the Day of Atonement does not atone until they have made peace with one another. Now, Helene is going to chant the Kol Nidre.